thought she was just gonna blow his ass up. Alright guys, real quick before I get started with this episode of Legacies, don't forget you can get the full uncut, unedited raw reaction to Legacies on my Patreon. The link will be at the top of the description, so if you want to watch the episodes along with me in their entirety, definitely check it out. Otherwise, they of course are still going to be on YouTube, just heavily edited. You will also get all of the other episodes to Legacies from season 2 and 3, not season 1 because I wasn't reacting to it when I watched season 1. But yeah, you'll get season 3 and 2. Quick side note, obviously my thumbs look like this. I'm just going to answer it now because everyone's going to ask. But I burned my fingers on the stove. I thought the stove was not on and I grabbed it to change the thing underneath. I don't know what it's called. And my girlfriend had just used it and it was still on and I burnt my fingers. Yeah, I want to get right into this, guys. Here we go.
There's like 9 of us here.
No wonder they're united.
Voice carries.
Although, that's cute. I'm glad that Hope has a friend.
Now, have 30 students enrolled.
What?
The pool closed and all of our dances and trips have been canceled. But I have a way to turn that all around.
Let's rob a bank.
Salvatore School Fundraiser Month.
Oh my god. I wonder if they're gonna eventually just close the school down.
Property tax lien.
Ooh.
That we have 7 days to pay.
See, everything to me is pointing to it closing down.
The bank is the school.
Well, they should just make it like a supernatural house. So it's not necessarily registered as school, but they all can stay there, you know what I mean? Like it still can be open as like boarding. Also, with that dude that just walked in, can people just walk in? What if they're doing something like supernaturally?
I'm blocked. I've got nothing.
Come on. Well, let's have something beautiful.
Kind of cute that she painted that. That's where Landon left a note for her.
Landon died, and my only hope of finding him was destroyed.
I'm sorry. I have been blocked.
It's interesting that she says that he died instead of saying like since I lost Landon.
Not exactly the ideal candidate for a loan.
A teenage vampire who told you I wanted you to be able to rely on me.
I guess
remember?
though, if they owe money,
I'm thinking
it's not gonna
0% interest over
save
1,000
them
years.
to close the actual school. Maybe it would though, because it'd be less money that they have to spend. Or maybe just like having them interact with humans more. I'd be happy with like if they have like half days at the Salvatore School and then half at Mystic Falls High. You know?
Something's wrong with it. And if anyone finds out...
Which is why I can't get the magic mirror right now. Leave a message. Unless this is
my
Milton
God.
Greasley. I'm over this phone tag. I'm not taking you back.
Yes to whatever it is. Now leave so a man can get dressed in peace.
Speaking of,
What the hell is this?
Oh my god. Also, like I know he's learning how to say no, but you can't just be like, no, I'm not gonna go to the school assembly. Nah, don't feel like it.
Sponges don't have rough sides, you...
Good, honest friend who would never hook up with another man's girl.
Right. Just never gonna live that down.
2 hours isn't much time to get a whole marketing campaign dialed in.
Right. Go outside Mystic Falls High. People start showing up.
Knock it off, Lizzie. I'm serious.
I didn't do that. I swear.
The
I need to find out who did.
unicorns.
I know you said this was a drastic solution, but you cannot expect me to paint with my dead boyfriend's remains.
Oh my god, what? Is that just a can of goop? Aww. Why is this like so sweet? Hope needed her for real. Aw. Why is this like making me cry? Oh my god, it's a fucking leprechaun. Girl, what? What the hell? Well, we're doing that, I guess.
No, don't.
Oh.
What?
Their mere presence will entice humans into spending indiscriminately, which early supernatural run casinos used to great effect.
That's smart. You're a vampire. Spend your days making money by getting leprechauns.
I don't have supernatural hearing because I'm a freaking fairy.
You can't tell me that no parents have reached out to this school and been like, how can we enroll in this prestigious boarding school? I do kind of like how this show doesn't take itself seriously. Like, own the corny, you know?
MG? Are you okay?
Not really.
Sure.
I know this may be hard to believe, but it's going even worse than it looks.
Aw.
Can't be here all day because I have something to take care of.
Well, that's unnecessarily mysterious.
I thought he'd be like doing a kissing booth or something, not actually cooking. I really hope Cleo doesn't end up being a bad person. Oh my god, I thought she disappeared. I was like, oh shit.
I will warm up the kiln.
Oh, no, that's okay.
No, don't.
Send me.
Woo! Scared the shit out of me. I thought she was just gonna blow his ass up.
And it's time to let him go.
Then that bitch's gonna be back in 2 episodes.
Everything has its price.
It is $91,000.
Done.
Word! Bop.
I will, unless you tell Hope.
Tell me what.
I'm sure it's not great to be taking
Just
money
another
from people.
Lizzie Saltzman planned event has
People that don't
blossomed
understand
into a
why they're
smashing
paying.
success.
It's manipulation, you know?
I had no idea that Hope was so talented. I'm sure it was an isolated incident.
Uh-oh.
2 isolated incidents.
And then things get messy.
The problem is that it's here, which means a portal to the prison world must be open.
True!
Oh yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Or he's just lost or came in on a spaceship. You never know.
Our school is in trouble, so forgive me for prioritizing that
Honestly-
over your emotional needs for once.
My emotional needs.
It's not like they were gonna tell her eventually and get rid of it. They're just taking advantage of this opportunity to get money for their school. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be so mad if at the end Alaric finds out about the leprechaun and everything else, and then he's like, we have to give the money back to where it belongs because we're good people. Nah, f that. Keep that money.
What exactly should I know about Malivore?
Short version, he's a super old mud dude who ate a bunch of monsters.
That worries me that she's asking that, but also, since Cleo and Hope are like a thing now, they're a package deal, Josie has her new girl and has Finch and Ethan, I feel like Lizzie doesn't have anybody because she doesn't have MG anymore. So, and she has Josie, obviously, she's always gonna have Josie, but she's gone most of the time. So I really hope that they introduce somebody or have somebody be like her friend, like Lizzie's friend. Like Caleb, maybe have her and Caleb become like really good friends. You know, I feel like that would be cool. Just a very platonic, just nice friendship. I think that would be really cute.
What's happened?
Stop screaming.
We like that, right?
That's a good thing, yeah?
Hope, wait!
No. Hey, I know we
Oh my
all
God.
thought about it, but don't kill Lizzie. I'll leave, but not until you tell me your plan for that axe.
Also,
My
I
plan
love
is
that
what
they
yours should have been all
ended up
along. To get answers out of that
making
thing
Caleb
and then kill it.
a really important character. He's one of my faves, more than MG now. MG's being kind of annoying. Like, I get the whole you're allowed to say no thing, but it doesn't mean you have to be an asshole to people and then, like, not do things that you're supposed to.
I have this thing.
The fuck is she looking for?
I have a study date at lunch with my new lab partner, Finch.
I'm sure it's not as big of a deal as I'm making it.
Girl, Finch is obsessed with you. Of course it's a big deal.
I know the one that we want tastes like cinnamon, and the lower school has access to this part of the garden, which means nothing's dangerous. So, pick one. If anything, it's minty.
Why wouldn't you spit it out the second you know?
I think that's the weed talking.
Blue calamus. Truth weed.
Oh. She's gonna be high and truthful.
There's not enough ways to go around. Can you use your vamp strength and help a brother out?
No one has this much cash on them. I mean, there's enough cash, there's no way that they'd be able to figure out who gave what.
It means taking a chance to start over and make this place even better than it was.
Word. I'm excited to see what they change about it.
Supernatural, human, or otherwise, deserves to be treated with respect.
Aww.
What are you doing?
Letting him go. Fly free, little butterfly.
Little gremlin ass motherfucker. She's just letting him back into the
The
universe.
leprechaun will lead us back to the portal.
Oh.
Because that's the way it's always been.
Okay, that's smart. She was
After
getting his
he gets what
blood.
he wants.
Why would Landon be in Malivore? He's not a monster.
Well, he's a phoenix. Was a phoenix. And I might have neglected to mention that Malivore is his dad.
I'm still mad about the Phoenix thing. The Phoenix was such a cool storyline, and then he just lost it like that. I forgot I can't snap. Go to the bank. I am a little bit concerned about Cleo's, I don't know. She seems to be asking me a lot of questions.
I suppose.
She's literally just doing this to sleep with him.
Form of collateral.
Bro. Oh my god.
It's been a little lonely since my marriage ended.
It's gonna be funny if he does though, and then they call him and they're like, don't get the loan, and he's just like,
There's no point.
oh my god.
I'm already late. And even entertaining the thought of dating Finch is just, it's a bad idea. Because the people I love always leave. Or hurt me.
Or both though. Penelope. I don't understand how they haven't brought her back yet.
I'm scared.
And I totally understand that.
Aww.
But you can't let fear stop you from being honest with the people you care about.
I'm gonna pause and say something about this situation because, I don't know. One thing I do not like about the Finch and Josie relationship is that I feel like they couldn't continue with Jade because I think someone said that she got a new role, but also because of the whole, like, people thought it was weird that she was older, which, like, I get that, but, like, we're talking about Damon and Stefan, who are supposed to be, like, a million years old, and they're going after a 16-year-old girl, you know? That aside, I think that I feel like they just wanted to give us something because we were upset about, like, Josie always losing her love interest, and throwing Finch at us, I feel like they did that and then didn't take the time that was needed for us to, like, actually like them as a couple. She came, like, right off the bat being super, like, aggressive in her way of, like, flirting, which is fine. Some people are really like that, but also we don't know anything about her besides the fact that she's Maya's ex. We don't know what her goal is. We don't know what kind of person she is. We don't know what actually happened with Maya. And I feel like, I don't know. I don't like that it was immediately just like, boom, here's her new love interest, and you should ship them, and Josie likes her, and they're flirting, and they're gonna go on a date. It's kind of just, it's hard to be attached to it when we didn't get to see it progress. It's kind of like they just threw her our way and was like, here you go, there you go, there's your lesbian couple, here you go. With every other couple, it's slowly progressed into something, and that makes you like it, that makes you want for it, whereas like this just like immediately happened, and it's kind of like weird. I don't know. I just think it's a way of like kind of shorting the LGBT community just to make them shut up, you know? I feel like it's just to make us shut up and then move on, you know? But I don't know. I don't see how anybody could be attached to them when it just happened like in an episode. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. I don't know.
And I wanted to show them that I could fix things the right way, and this is not the right way.
Mr. Lane, you know, the truck's been stolen. You know, I don't know if I'm seeing things, but it looked like a leprechaun.
You know, if you're gonna cut class, coming to school kind of defeats the whole point.
Have you seen Finch?
Everybody did. She stormed out of the cafeteria earlier. She seemed really upset. I'll give you a ride. But, like I used to tell my sister, be careful with Finch. There's something different about that one.
Thank you, Ethan. But I don't intend to be careful at all.
Well, also, are they going to do more with Ethan's character? Is he just going to be like a random character that Josie speaks to?
I don't do favors for exes, so I dropped that illusion spell like it was hot.
Fine, but did you have to make the thing inside the box disappear?
The leprechaun Caleb and I caught that Hope for some reason set free that proceeded to eat all of the money we made today and ransacked the entire school, devouring expensive and occasionally supernatural artifacts. Did you see it?
What are you going to do? Rip the money out of its tummy? Oh my god, find the armored truck. Steal the money from the armored truck. Perfect. There you go. Free money on the ground. Finders keepers.
Security guard at the bank saw it, along with something else he probably wish he hadn't.
Oh my god, what? Ew.
Above you! Slow down.
Oh my god.
Leo, no!
He ate too much. Free money, bitch. Okay, collect it and let's leave. Was that Cleo's fault? Did he blow up because of her? I'm confused. I thought he blew up because he ate too much. But why is she mad at Cleo?
You should have just told me she wasn't interested.
But I am interested.
Because she was
I
about
wanted
to
to see
get
you
him?
so bad at freaked me out.
And then
I got mixed up in this weed.
Wait, are you seriously high right now?
Soaring. But it's not what you think.
how is she gonna explain that? First of all, second of all, maybe is Hope just mad that Cleo was going to kill him when they needed the Leprechaun to lead them to the Malivore pit? Also, why would he go back to the Malivore pit? Wouldn't he want to try to live outside?
I want to get to know you better, but I have no idea
Bitch,
how.
same. I want to get to know her
all
too.
of this baggage. Standing me up is definitely a weird way to show that. Even if it was just a study date.
Stop being dramatic. Oh my god.
I work doubles on the weekend, but I'm sure we can find a time while I drive you home.
Aw. I'm glad they didn't kiss. See, this is what I want. I want them to go slowly, ease into it so we can actually like them together. Because all that scene was her, like, pissed at her. And then them being emotional and Josie telling her she's so scared to be with her because of how she feels. And it's kind of like, we don't even know this person. I don't know. I honestly feel like I'm just still sad that every other love interest left.
But that loan came through, right?
I wish I could tell you differently. But all I got from the bank was a harsh reminder that the human world is just as corrupt
So they didn't
and
get
flawed
shit.
as the supernatural one.
I'm sure something will end up happening.
I believe these are yours.
Aw.
After we pay back the townies, we still have plenty to spare.
See, they're gonna pay back the townies.
Didn't know he was going to explode like that.
I understand. Saving someone is more important than anything else.
I mean,
That
it
was meant to
is.
help you. But it is not good enough because your obsession with Landon is all-consuming.
Preach.
You have not asked me a single thing about my life.
Word. Also, I love that she's kind of like putting her in her place. Like, you're mad at her for needing to kill him because he was literally gonna kill Alaric. But you're mad that she killed him because that meant that you weren't led to the Malivore pit. That is so unbelievably selfish. It's not even funny.
I'm sorry.
Also, Hope is this all-powerful tribrid that, like, literally all we know about her is that she's obsessed with Landon. I don't know. I'm just so over it. If Landon comes back, I hope that they're not together because she needs to grow as an actual character. This is just like, they're knocking her down to a love, like a relationship, a love story, and that's it. We haven't seen Hope be Hope and be great because we know she is great.
Well, what happened?
Something terrible. It is why I hate violence. My sisters were murdered. I have figured out how to live without them, to move on.
I'm not gonna stop until I've exhausted every possibility.
Okay, but that doesn't mean we need to let somebody die for it to happen. She gonna break that bitch. If there is a portal, then it will still be there. We don't need to put people in danger. What is that?
I don't need drugs.
Oh.
Or smoothies.
While we are out of our comfort zone,
Make a smoothie
maybe
with
you
a
can help me with this
blender.
whole other mess that I came to
Goddamn.
talk to you about.
At least she's gonna hopefully have MG now.
It's about the Ascendant.
The one that your backstabbing ex destroyed.
He lost it.
I actually had the Ascendant this whole time. That I've been lying about it.
Okay, maybe she's not gonna have MG. Oof. Oof.
How could you?
My bad. Alright, there we go. That was season 3, episode 7 of Legacies. This was actually a really good episode. I really enjoyed it. I feel like there's been a lot of like meh episodes this season, but I think that this was definitely the best of the season. The big monster of the week was a leprechaun, which was entertaining, obviously. And I do see why people say that they do like the difference of this from the other shows, because it's not like as dark. It's more like campy and whatnot, which is fine. I totally agree with that, but I think they could still be darker but also have like those aspects of it. I think that there could be a medium where it would work with both. But yeah, so much happened in this episode. Cleo is trying to help Hope move on. They make a bust of Landon that's beautiful, and Hope can't sell it. They're also trying to make money for the school because they need to raise $91,000 to pay taxes, I think, on the school or the house, I don't know, which they didn't have. And they already were trying to raise money in the beginning for normal things, like to save money for them to go on trips, a lot of stuff that they lost because of the cut in income. I know I was saying this all last episode, but I really hope that all this stuff is leading into them not being able to be a school anymore. I hope that this is like, because I feel like for both of those episodes being about how the school is like, all these things keep coming up about like how the school can't continue, it kind of seems like that might be the route that they're going, and that they're gonna have the students have to like go to school at Mystic Falls, but like maybe they can board at this place and this is going to be like where they all live. I think that would be fantastic because I love the whole idea of the Salvatore School for Supernaturals and whatnot, but I feel like they've kind of exhausted those storylines and that there's not really any more room for growth when it comes to that, and there's only so much that they can keep doing. It gets tiring to see the same set over and over again. It's been really cool to see the Mystic Falls High set. And speaking of high, Josie went to look for some herbs to help MG and ended up taking a truth herb that made her speak her mind pretty much. And she ended up freaking out, getting way too high, and then not going to see Finch because she was really afraid of getting hurt again because she always gets left behind. She ended up standing her up because of it and finally went there, and Finch of course was reasonably upset, and they ended up kind of working it out, and Josie explained to her that she did it because she was so anxious about seeing her because she really wanted it to go well. They ended up being able to schedule for an actual real date while she rode her home on the motorcycle, so it was kind of like Finch's way of being like, okay, I'm gonna give you another chance, one more chance, to do this right. Like I said in the reaction, I just don't know what I feel about Finch yet. I feel like it's kind of weird that we didn't even get like a workup to them. They just kind of showed us this character and immediately it was like, this character is going to be paired with Josie. They didn't even, like literally in the same episode, that was like the direction they went. And I feel like it's just kind of I don't know. It kind of felt like a sellout. Like, I know we keep taking Josie's love interest, but here's this, here, be happy, here you go. That's what you get. And it just feels off, and we don't know anything about Finch, and maybe that's for a reason because Ethan had said like there's something off about her, and so I'm assuming that something ends up happening with that, and that she's not going to be a good person. I'm so annoyed about the Maya situation. I wish that Maya would have stayed. I don't know why the actress couldn't stay. I don't get it. I wonder if they just wrote her off because they had to write the mom off, and that wouldn't make sense for the mom to leave but not the kids, so that they had one kid go. I don't know. But yeah, I really enjoyed the episode. I love that Lizzie was kind of taking control and like being her own person. MG gets caught at the end trying to be honest with Lizzie about having the Ascendant and losing the Ascendant, which Hope has, and he of course is about to get in trouble for having it and hiding it for so long. I also feel like there's a bit of mystery to Cleo. I'm not sure what it is yet. I'm really happy that she kind of put Hope in her place. I totally understand that like she lost the love of her life, and if there's a chance he's alive, she's gonna take it. But you're not gonna let someone else die just because there might be a chance that you could find Landon. Not even just find Landon, but find the portal to find Landon. It's just, I feel like Hope can be really selfish when it comes to people that she loves, and that's like a good and negative trait. But I don't know, I'm tired of seeing this Hope cries over Landon storyline. I'm honestly so over it. Every single season has been Hope missing Landon, Hope needing Landon. It's just like, this is Hope Michelson. She does not need Landon. She doesn't. And I'm just so frustrated that they've like honestly just put her down to be a love interest, and that's it. I really hope that we get to see her at her full potential, and I hope we learn about more about Cleo, more about Finch. yeah, I feel like there's a lot that happened in this episode that's going to lead into some really good storylines, and I'm really excited to see it. But I think that is pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.